When you first get a RevAir, it is extremely important to take your time on learning the settings on the device. It's best to go low and slow in the beginning and then work your way up as you get more familiar. In this video, I'm going to show you some different type of hair sections and different type of hair texture and the tension setting I would use as well as the heat setting. The high heat setting on the device is 800 watts, so it will dry your hair the fastest, and the no heat setting is more like a cool shot, like if you've ever went to a salon and they hit that cool button on the blow dryer and like cool down your hair shaft. That's kind of like what you could utilize the no heat setting for on the RevAir. So the cool shot actually helps to seal down your cuticle. That will further make your hair look more smooth and shiny and less frizzy. Now, for some reason, if you find yourself with any tangles while using the RevAir, it's usually due to using the wrong tension setting for your specific hair type, as well as sometimes when you have hair that really needs trimmed, it is more thin and prone to tangling, and that's with a blow dryer and a brush, and that's with a RevAir. So you might consider getting a trim, especially if you're going to be using your RevAir full time. That would be beneficial. So if for some reason you find yourself with some tangles after using the RevAir, that is usually because of the tension setting. So that's why it's important to make sure that you learn your hair and which tension setting works best for your hair texture. So by starting low and slow, you will be able to understand what your hair can withhold and what size section and what tension setting would be best. And another thing to keep in mind, if you are someone that has really damaged hair, say from like hair bleaching, or if you need a haircut because it's been a really long time, those situations could cause you to have more tangling with the RevAir. There are some ways to help prevent this, which would be by on those sections. Say you had a section in the front of your hair that was really fine, like this section right here. I probably need a haircut. So it's a little bit finer, a little bit drier. You wouldn't want to just stick this if it was the full section of hair from scalp to ends in the RevAir at high speed because it could possibly tangle it. So what I do is I will pull some more hair from a larger section and hold the base like this. And I will dry that bottom portion with more hair in it. Now I'm not gonna take it all the way up because it would be too much hair, too thick of hair up here to insert it all into the wand. It would make it not have the correct airflow. But if you have some finer, weak hair in the front, it's ideal to just go ahead and add some extra hair, even if it's from the back, and just kind of hold the section like half off like this, and just stick the bottom portion in the wand at a lower speed. That'll get that dry, so that way when you do go to subdivide the hair and you need to put it all the way in, this section would actually already be dry, so it's pretty much not going to tangle at this point. And then you can just stick it all in the base and dry the top portion as well. And that is one thing, using the RevAir in the salon for so long was very helpful to me when working with all different hair types with all my clients, and that was the best way to prevent tangles. So I'm going to show you guys how I take a back section like this and dry it. I would dry it on, for me, a level 7 high heat, but when I move over to some of these front pieces, it's going to be a finer section. I'm going to be taking it at probably a level 3 or 4, still with a high heat, but with a lower tension setting. If you feel like you might need more assistance in understanding your hair type and what tension setting to use with the RevAir, be sure to go to myrevair.com and hit up that chat feature where you can get directly connected with the customer service support team member who can help you make the best decisions for your hair type.